Grace to you and peace from the God who was and is to come. The same God who has been with you and is with you and will always be with you. Jesus wasn't done trying to give people a sense of what the kingdom of heaven was all about. Yeast and mustard seeds provided positive representations of what the kingdom is and how it works. The one he tells later in Matthew's gospel is more of a cautionary tale, as he tells it in chapter 13, verses 47 through 50. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a net that was thrown into the sea and caught fish of every kind. When it was full, they drew it ashore, sat down, and put the good into baskets, but threw out the bad. So it will be at the end of the age. The angels will come out and separate the evil from the good and throw them into the furnace of fire, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. The word of the Lord. I'm thinking that if his parable gave a heads-up warning to people that the end of the age wasn't going to be good for everyone, an updated COVID-19 version should do the same. So, the kingdom of heaven is like a testing site that is open to all. It attracts thousands of people, gathering together people of all kinds at appropriate social distances, young and old, rich and poor, obviously sick and apparently healthy. At the end of the day, all the tests are submitted to lab technicians to sort out who tested positive and who tested negative. The people whose results are good are free to go about their lives. But the ones who test showed the presence of that awful coronavirus will be admitted to the hospital or thrown into quarantine. So it will be at the end of the age, when the angels separate the evil from the righteous. As this is a COVID-19 parody of God's word, I'd better say a little more. I'm not as informed as Jesus about what ultimately happens to those who the angels identify as evil. But I can imagine there being plenty of weeping and gnashing of teeth if it's anything akin to indefinitely extended quarantine, or worse, prolonged hospital stays and possible intubation. But such details aren't the point of this parable. This is about the reality that some people are good and others are not. That God knows which is which, and the only ones who will be welcome in the kingdom of heaven are the good ones. Evil doesn't belong there. It's as simple as that. Keep that in mind. Today's proverb is found in chapter 2, verses 20 through 22. Walk in the way of the good, and keep to the paths of the just. For the upright will abide in the land, and the innocent will remain in it. But the wicked will be cut off from the land, and the treacherous will be rooted out of it. I leave you with this blessing. The Lord bless you and keep you, be kind and gracious to you, smile upon you and give you peace. And may you feel moved to smile back in grateful love. Amen.